friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you my July TBR. Now this is a very ambitious TBR. I don't even have all the books that I want to read on hand because I haven't got my book of the month box yet. When I do get that, I will do a book of the month unboxing so you guys can see the 3 books that I picked. So many. So I'm participating in a couple different things this month. So I am participating in the Reading Rush, which I did a TBR video for already, and that takes place from June 20th to 26th. And I have a list of books that I want to get through for that, 6 of them actually. Oh, a lot. And I will briefly go over them in this video. I also had, I believe, 1 or 2 books on NetGalley that I need to get through before August. One's a thriller and one's a romance. I honestly can't remember what they were called because I literally just got approved for them. So that's definitely added to the list too. And then the rest of the books, I'm also participating in a buddy read with Ellie from Ellie's Little Library. And we're going to read the Selection series by Kira Cass. I've never read it before. I know, crazy. I only have the first 3 books. I haven't gotten the other ones yet. I believe there's 5. The other 2 are coming in the mail. I am starting the first one tonight, and I plan to buddy read these with her. There's 5 weeks in July, so I believe there's 5 weeks in July. So we're spacing them out to try to do a book a week, which I think is totally attainable. So I'm looking forward to doing that with her, and it's my first buddy read, so that's fun. The other book that I am trying to finish, and probably will finish hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow because it's written in verse, is Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. There's been a lot of talk about this book lately, and I love Elizabeth Acevedo. Her writing is just beautiful, and her stories are great, and her covers are gorgeous. And it follows our 2 main characters, Yahaira and Camino. They have the same dad, but they don't know it. And this kind of goes off the story of the plane crash that took place going to the Dominican Republic. I believe the flight number was American Airlines Flight 587. So their father is going to see Camino in, I think I got them mixed up, is going to see his daughter in the Dominican Republic for the summer, like he always does every year. And on his way there, his plane crashes, and you just see these girls' stories as they're dealing with the loss of their father and the grief, and they find out about one another and then wanting to connect with one another. I'm about halfway through, so I'm hoping to finish this tonight, possibly, again because it's first, so it's pretty quick to read. So another book I would like to read this month is the first Babysitter's Club graphic novel, Christy's Great Idea. I love the Babysitter's Club books when I was younger. My sister read them too. I know these have been out for some time, but I figured it was time to pick them up and go on some nostalgia. Next book I wanted to read is a very popular book right now, and I'm mad that I haven't read it yet, and that is Home Before Dark by Bradley Sager. This was one of my June book of the month picks, and this follows our main character Maggie as she has inherited the Bingberry Hall house after her father's passing, and she grew up here for part of the beginning of her life, and then one night her and her family fled in the middle of the night because of the ghost, and her father ended up publishing this book called House of Horrors that talks about Bingberry Hall and kind of made the town infamous for that. So when Maggie inherits this house, she goes back to the town, wants to renovate it and sell it, and people are mad that she's back and bringing it up, and she kind of reads her father's story while taking care of this house and just sees that things might actually be as what he said they were, and it might not be a complete myth. I've heard it's really scary. I've heard it's really entertaining. I do like Riley Sager's books. I liked his Last Time I Lied. I was iffy about Lock Every Door, and I haven't read Final Girls yet. I've heard nothing but good things about this book, so I absolutely will be picking this up in July. Another that has gotten a lot of hype from Book of the Month that I still need to read is A Good Marriage by Kimberly McCreight. This was my May pick. I don't know anything about this. All I know is that it's a legal thriller, and from my understanding, this woman is a lawyer, and her childhood friend or ex is accused of murdering his wife, and she has to kind of figure out the truth and represent him in court. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I've heard. I've heard really good things about this one too, and your girl loves a good legal thriller, so definitely need to pick this up. Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. From my understanding, this is a book about a girl in high school who does her senior project on this murder that's a cold case, that a girl in her town was murdered a few years back, and her boyfriend was accused and then killed himself. But she thinks that my cat's paws under the door trying to open the door. She thinks that that's not actually the truth, so she kind of starts investigating this murder again. And there's podcasts, I guess, in this. So I know that this came out last year. This is my February pick, so I guess it came out beginning of this year, but the sequel just came out. So another book that I really need to pick up. Reading Rush TBR, which I'm just going to go through really quick. I'm not going to spend time explaining them since I did already post a video about that. That is Hello Girls by Brittany Cavallaro and Emily Henry. The Deal by Elle Kennedy. Island Affair by Priscilla Olivieras. Seasons of the Storm by Elle Casimano. One couple more. Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. And then last but not least, Every Day by David Levithan. I think what I'm going to do is probably read the selection series while reading other books that are on my TBR, probably get through some of those thrillers, and then my reading rush I will end the month with. It's definitely going to be interesting since I'm in a reading slump. I did 19 books in May, 16 in June. Hopefully I can stay in the 15 to 18 range and try to get some through some of these monthly. Fingers crossed I can get through most of these and have a good wrap up for you guys when July ends. So keep an eye out for my July unboxing of Book of the Month so you can see the other books that I'd like to get through and my picks. And let me know what you guys think of these books if you've read them, especially the selection series. I know that I am very behind in not having read it yet, but this is kind of in the year where I'm reading books that were really popular a long time ago, and I'm really excited about this buddy read. So I'll probably be posting some vlogs about that as well. So let me know what you guys think, and don't forget to subscribe and stay safe.